Hi, I'm Michael Joy. Welcome to another reaction video. Some of you know that I'm a loft guy. I'm an art guy, a business guy, but also a loft guy. They're my passions. I've had several lofts in my orbit, whether I own them or my friends did, or they were remodeling them. So what I've learned is there's a lot of information on the internet that is about the beauty of a loft, but not the function of a loft, not living in a loft. So think of me as a bit of a loft guard instead of a lifeguard, because you can get into some spaces and not recognize what just happened a year later until you find these really quirky aspects of living in a loft. I'm sitting in a building of mine. It's my loft. It's 21,000 square feet. It's very bohemian. So everybody has their own sense of style. And I picked this video because this looked extremely classy. This is inside Olivier Rousteing's Glamour House in Paris. I don't know who Olivier is, but that's just because I'm probably not a cool guy. Let's see. You ready, Kay? This is fancy money. Look at that. The owner matches the building.
Olivier Rousteing, and this is how I live with style.
That is that his place?
I think just realtor.
Holy crap.
I think I bought this house.
So this is absolutely a personal expression of the owner, because everything in here looks curated and you have to have a team to take care of this place. Look at the plants. This guy's not watering all these plants every couple days. We have trouble keeping 8 plants in this building together. This is looking really classy.
Around 10 years ago. It's been 8 years that I'm living here. Before,
Took 2 years to build.
Old factory, and after it came almost
factory,
like a spa,
you can't tell.
half of a spa, I would say. I felt completely in love. I knew I could do so many things.
So if you saw how that tree was in the stairwell, what was very beautiful is the first floor was carrying into the second floor, and the light coming in, the overhead light, is just really, really classy. It's a little crowded for me, for sure, but all these objects that mean something to this person clearly are there for a reason. I would open it up a little bit, but damn, this is nice.
So I rebuilt almost the entire house. I really wanted to bring my style, my vision, the furnitures. I wanted to bring all the marble that I'm obsessed with. If you come
got that
with me,
kind of in front of camera look.
This incredible
Looks like a model
lamp.
or something, because it's in
represents
Paris, right? So
completely
it's
who I
a
am.
place
I mean, you know me for
for
Balmain,
stylish
so I love the
people.
gold. I love the strength.
Design
the
as
lamp
well,
I
yeah.
found in Marché Saint-Ouen in Paris. It's a lamp that comes from the beginning of the century. It's a beautiful, beautiful.
You know, I just want to stop for a minute. This person looks like they're extremely socially connected. And they have this beautiful show palace, and they have all these exquisite items that are meaningful to them. But when you have a party, it's really tricky. Stuff goes missing, somebody bumps something, and all you get is I'm sorry. It's a delicate balance of what is put out during these events, and I'm not saying you have dishonest friends, but at those parties you have staff, you have people coming in and out of the building to prepare it, to clean it, to all sorts of stuff. So you have to have either a really tight, trusted team, great security, or just party awareness people that are just subtly watching the things that are happening, because people want to explore these great spaces when they visit for the first time. There's a real party burden that can happen when you're sharing big, beautiful spaces. It's kind of the underbelly of owning an exquisite place. Someone gets drunk,
you can see the stone
you
of
know,
the amethyst
how do you get them out?
in the wings.
Oh wow, look at that hand.
It's really important because when you get in a house, I want to have a beautiful spirit and energy. And amethyst as a stone bring that really peaceful and serenity energy in the house. And when I want people to come in the house, I want that they feel really peaceful and calm.
Okay.
On my way to upstairs, you would see, actually it's my portrait. I know it feels a bit megalomaniac, but it's not. It was an important photo shoot at the beginning of my career, and I wanted to celebrate the beginning of my journey at Balmain. So this is a picture that was my profile. I mean, it was, I think, maybe 10 years ago. Sometimes, you know, in life, we always forget the beginning. And for me, it's always important to remember where I come from and how the journey started. My living room. This is
the holy shit moment, right? Fantastic. All of those personal items that he was talking about, those are his biographical stories. They're beautiful moments for him and his family and friends. We're talking about the lofts here, and I want to talk about this. This is a sense of volume of space that is extremely beautiful because of the subtle lighting coming through these this glass roof here. And it's extremely well balanced. Even though the furniture is bottom heavy, his plants bring the eye up so that it's not this gap. Usually you'll have the first floor furniture, big gap in the middle, and then roof, ceiling. And he, with the arches, the trellises and things like this, his lower level, upper level flows fantastically. He's not afraid of putting ceiling fans because that heat is going to rise in there and the humidity from the plants as well. But man, spot on.
The space that I'm spending the most time in, because as you can see, it's really peaceful.
Talk on the phone
I sketch all
here
my couches. You know, the problem of a couch is how you place the couch. You need to always make sure that people can face each other without feel embarrassing, you know. So I really try to create.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of these fashionable couches, if you think about people in fashion coming to a party like this, they're going to be sitting in short skirts. And you get, or let's just, I mean, that's the obvious, right? You can't sit somebody across from somebody that's basically in an outfit that doesn't match the ergonomics of them sitting down and the view that creates. Also, older people, if you're inviting older people over, very successful business people and whatnot, you have to have some elevated places for them to sit. They don't want to stand all night, and they don't want to be embarrassed to not be able to get out of a chair or a couch. And you see a classy millionaire trying to rock themselves out of a chair, they're just going to leave early. I mean, create a space that is, if it's an entertaining space, think about these issues. This guy really has, clearly, from his very subtle comment, meant a lot.
That kind of space where people can just feel relaxed. Actually, the couch took really long because
you see how the
they're made
plants
of
make a
velvet,
difference?
And this is the velvet that I'm using for my ready-to-wear.
It would be really
because I'm
a little cold
like,
without
picky
this
on
green.
velvet and on black. The color, as you can see, there's a lot of black around me. I'm really picky on the color.
It's not black, it's charcoal.
As well, you can see all my pillows as well, sometimes are quilted with studs. If I stay in silence for 1 second, you're in the middle of Paris and there is no noise. And this is something that I really appreciate.
This is a big deal. Sound. I mean, who would know you're in Paris here?
My parents absolutely have not the same taste that I have.
You see how low that couch is?
Here, they were like,
you got to be young to get up and down
like
from
when
that.
You were a
It
kid
looks
and you
great,
wanted
but
to
it's
have
tricky.
marble around the house. Now, I mean,
Where's the water
your dream
feature?
happen, you know? The thing that I love the most, it's actually a warm
That's a
bath.
cool
That's what
bathroom.
I
It's
do
totally
with my
not
masks. You will see as well
helpful
some glass
if you live
in
there,
the
but for a
wall.
guest
And when I
bathroom,
bought the house,
man,
like,
this is top
actually, the
notch.
owner told me that it was like a vitrail.
This guy's thought about every single element. Either he is just extremely talented or he has great designers and a variety of designers. It's not common that one designer can nail all of this. Some designers are really good at certain types of space. And I mean, from the floor to the tiles on the wall, there's a lot of texture here. It's more than I personally like, but it is, you just have to think about every piece has been thought about here.
But here there is something that feels really warm because
the tiles, it's not
won't find
fancy,
in the
but
house.
it's dynamic.
If you ask me if I know how to cook, I would love to tell you yes, but unfortunately not.
Okay, why isn't it stopping?
Trying.
So you see that little fountain there to the right? These are really neat little Parisian things, but we have one in the stairwell, and when you run it, it just sounds like a little boy peeing for all day. I mean, and it splashes. It's hilarious. So they're fun to look at, but they're noisy as can be.
And I love watching people telling me that I do something great when I just cook an egg. This is the best that I can do. But what I know to do really
was a
well
comment.
is my morning routine.
I love people when they
juices
tell me
made
I'm
of
doing something good,
carrots,
even if it's
apple,
cooking an egg.
Ginger.
Bro.
And some blueberries. I love the switches. They are really old as well. And as you can see,
That's
there's
cool.
a lot of fans on the ceiling.
Yes.
But I have to say, I'm really scared to turn them on because I'm scared that they fall. That's the thing. But they're really beautiful. I mean, actually, there are many beautiful things that I'm scared of, but I mean, this is the most important.
Why would you leave that in the edit?
Whatever it is. Fashion is passion, architecture is beautiful.
Where's the water feature? Here we go.
Unboxing, as you can see behind me, like unboxing with my personal trainer every morning. You will see as well there's a little salon where it's all white and really calm, where we can have some drinks. And usually on Sunday,
So this is a really young guy. Either that or he's just got great skin. He's been here 10 years. He barely looks 30.
He's a model.
which means he was 20. I mean, holy crap, that is the fast. And to have this interest in aesthetics, I mean, he's around some really influential design minds.
And just having my cup of tea here and doing my kind of spa session on Sunday. And sometimes it's not so relaxed because I know that I have done really great parties here. Sometimes my after shows come here like with all my friends, my teams, and I would say that it's half-half. Sometimes a lot of silence, sometimes a lot of noise. One of my favorite parties I've done here was after my menswear show, and we came with all my team and truly. But this is okay. I put
talk about the pool.
Red, pink, purple. So this is a bit the trick
fun.
every morning, and I can obviously not decide. So I spend like maybe at least 2 minutes to decide.
I wouldn't let it run like that.
Hope you enjoyed this little tour in my house. It's, as I told you, it's my secret garden, but I'm super excited.
Why didn't we get to see the garden?
To discover all my little secrets.
That was
here.
golden, man.
It's a peaceful house, and that's how I start actually to create and having more creativity when I go to my office.
Okay. He just said something that to me was the most important thing. So he's in a business where appearance matters, and clearly, right? But I am also a believer that to be in a space that is harmonious to my personal aesthetic, I feel free with bigger thoughts in this regard. I'm not looking around at a bunch of unfinished projects. I'm not distracted by, oh, we got patches on this wall. Oh, I gotta patch that wall. When that's not here, I can focus on all this attention of just enjoying the pleasure of the space, and somehow it's very relaxing and just makes room for another type of peacefulness. It doesn't always last a long time, but it is really beautiful to walk around a place that is also inside of your own mind. And when that kind of harmony and balance is achieved and can be afforded, because this is a lot of coin here, that's a real special moment in life that this guy is enjoying. I mean, it's something to architecturally aspire to, I think. And it's not everything, but he seems to be in tune with his environment and himself in some ways. So, high five, right?